Houston Trucking. Maximize your asphalt production. In asphalt paving, the dump trucks you hire to haul asphalt from the plant to the paver can result in huge inefficiencies that slow production, wasting time and money. Houston Trucking, a dependable professional trucking company, is the solution to such inefficiencies. With a fleet of the most efficient and versatile dump trucks that exist, super dumps, and each truck equipped with a cutting-edge mobile technology system that introduces accountability and collaboration never seen before in material delivery. The average asphalt paver can lay down 200 tons of asphalt per hour, which is 3 1/3 tons of asphalt per minute. If paving an average road at 8 feet wide and 4 inches thick, that would be 17 1/4 feet of pavement laid per minute. But of course, it can only pave at this rate while it's running. And unfortunately, the paver must be stopped each time a truck backs up and prepares to dump, a process that takes about 4 minutes on average. Then the paver resumes paving while the truck dumps its payload, and continues paving until the next truck begins to back up. Short tandem dump trucks like this are extremely common and frequently found working asphalt paving sites. This type of truck will typically have 3 or 4 axles spread over 20 feet and is limited by bridge laws to around 51,000 pounds gross weight, so that on average it can carry about 13 tons of payload each trip. A super dump, on the other hand, having the patented strong arm trailing axle, spreads its weight over 7 axles and 36 feet, which allows it to weigh 80,000 pounds and carry 26 tons of payload each trip. And when a super dump arrives at the job site, all of its auxiliary axles are stowed, and it then has the same maneuverability and quickness of a simple tandem truck. It is this unique combination of maximum payload with maximum maneuverability that makes the super dump the most efficient truck for asphalt paving. Let's look at some numbers, assuming the paver speed at 200 tons per hour when it's paving, or 3.33 tons per minute. Both trucks back up and prepare to dump at the same speed. So that's 4 minutes that the paver is stopped for each truck, for both types of truck. The tandem dumps 13 tons, and divided by the speed of the paver, that comes to 3.9 minutes of paving. The super dump dumps 26 tons, which comes to 7.8 minutes of paving. And that makes sense, twice the payload, so twice the time to pave the asphalt. However, a common mistake here is to think that the smaller truck is then twice as fast, and that makes up for its half-size payload. But the time the paver is stopped before each truck starts dumping must be taken into account. For each tandem truck, we have 13 tons paved in 7.9 total minutes, and for each super dump, it's 26 tons paved in 11.8 minutes. Run these calculations, and we have 98 tons per hour paved with the tandems, and 132 tons per hour paved with the super dumps. So paving with super dumps is actually 34% more productive over time. Watch the 2 trucks dumping into pavers simultaneously, so that we can see several trucks dump. This animation is running at 100 times normal speed. Notice how much busier the smaller payload trucks look than the super dumps. We know they dump in less time, since they have less payload, and so more trucks are dumping into the paver than are the super dumps. But this just creates an illusion of efficiency, because the super dump paver spends more time paving and less time stopped, which is the true indicator of paving efficiency. In terms of paving distance, the paver using smaller payload trucks actually stops twice as frequently as the paver using super dumps. And over the course of a day, all of those additional stops really add up. At the end of a typical 8-hour workday is when the production gain using super dumps can be fully appreciated. That's when we see how much farther we actually paved using super dumps. Significantly farther. For standard 8-foot by 4-inch pavement, 1,400 feet farther. Other straight trucks might add a 4th axle to increase their payload a bit, or they might even stretch the wheelbase and add a few more axles. But even with 6 axles, often referred to as a simple 16 for its 16 wheels, they still haul 5 tons less than a super dump. And that means a lot when every ton lost can mean 6% in lost paving efficiency. The fact remains the Super Dump is the only straight truck that can weigh the Bridge Law maximum of 80,000 pounds, and the only straight truck that can haul payloads of 26 tons. The only trucks capable of matching Super Dumps in payload are dump trailers, but dump trailers severely lack in maneuverability and are notoriously slow at backing up to the paver, at least 2 times slower than straight trucks. So while a dump trailer may haul the same amount of asphalt as a Super Dump, with the paver stopped twice as long for each truck to back in, the benefit of the bigger payload is completely squandered. As shown before, you get 26 tons every 11.8 minutes with Super Dumps, but with trailers that's every 15.8 minutes. And once again, we see 34% more paving production with Super Dumps, even compared to trailers. And worth noting here is the fact that the trailer's 1.64 tons per minute production rate is no better than the production rate with simple tandem dumps. That's because payload alone is not enough. Maximum maneuverability with maximum payloads is why only Super Dumps are the most efficient trucks for asphalt paving.
Furthermore, production rate increases translate to even greater profit increases. So a 34% increase in paving production actually results in more than 34% increased profit. With every ton paved, you have your revenue earned, and minus your cost for each ton of material, you have your base profit per ton paved. So when you increase the number of tons paved over time, the base profit increases proportional to the increase in paving. But for actual profit, you must then subtract all of your other expenses from your base profit. Those expenses will include the paving equipment and crew, your office staff, overhead costs, and so forth. These costs can be significant. Just the equipment and crew can cost as much as $2,000 per hour. But these costs are all incurred at fixed rates, in that they do not increase with increased production rate, and cost the same regardless of how much asphalt is being paved. So then, increasing the production rate, and therefore the base profit, by any percentage, results in an even greater percentage increase in net profit, because all those other expenses remain constant, and a 34% increase in paving production can mean actual profit increases of 60% or more. The paving output is measured in various ways, from one asphalt company to the next, or one job to the next. Here's the total asphalt paved in one 8-hour workday, in various measurements commonly used in paving. Again, assuming paver speed at 200 tons per hour. Using Super Dumps, you get over 270 tons more asphalt paved in a day, or over 1,400 additional feet of road at typical dimensions, or over 11,000 more square feet of pavement at 4 inches thick. Regardless, the production with Super Dumps is 34% more. And more production each day means jobs are completed faster, so that you can work more jobs each week, each month, each year, and reap the even greater reward that results from the higher production rate. Maximize your paving production and maximize your profits with Houston Trucking.